This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Deep in the end zone, it's Hudson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Hits inside, it's Dickey. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline, run it again, run the same play again. Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The misconnection leaves him with a third down. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Looking down the middle. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's ball. Good, strong tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Past the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here he comes with the return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's ball. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Handoff for ball. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Off and running. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Escapes the pressure to his right. QB got it himself. Turning it on. The 40.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Here's a give the ball. He breaks a tackle, and he's brought down after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones to throw. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Motion from the wideout. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Hines is tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught, it's Eakin. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver comes in motion. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make them earn it now on the next down.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Out wide right, it's Carter. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Wants to throw one first. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Williams. At the 35, he's loose. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down to the pass and getting the sack.
Sets his feet. It's Hammond. Moves to his right. Going to try to get it himself. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On 1st down, he got sacked. Now it's 2nd, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going on. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off, and not only did he get a couple of yards, he picked up the 1st down. This guy needs to keep scrambling.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. I'll send the tight end in motion. They'll ride him again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Hudson. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Left side is Carter. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Got it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're looking for an advantage to the run. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Play action on 1st down. Rushes on. Buried before he completes.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. To throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Right side, it's Carter. Open spaces. He's at the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The give to the back. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Back and forth they go as these two high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quick give. It's Pryor. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Jones to throw. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game plan.
On the snap, it's ball. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
He's got an open man. Sprinting away. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. He's got the first down, but he'll need a lot more than that on this final play. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We are just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Jones wants to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it moving. It's Montgomery. Pass to 6. There's some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. They take the lead with the 6. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Handoff for Ball. All over him immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Down he goes.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It's 3rd and 5. Have a chance. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Left side, it's Johnson. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Montgomery. Just smothered on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on second down. In the backfield, it's Montgomery. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Montgomery. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Gators. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. From deep, it's Hudson. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Left side, it's Johnson.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Simmons. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll give it to Ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Chunk here on second down. Here's Jaden one more time. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Now on the counter. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
He wants a big play here late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Here's a give the ball. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.